No, I don't think he said that.
Conservatives,
his aides are saying
as a general matter, take the position that you should not punish your friends and reward your enemies. And Canada has become trouble recently. I suppose, it's always I might add, the worst Americans who end up going there, the Tories after the Revolutionary War, the Vietnam draft dodgers after Vietnam, and now after this election you have the blue state people moving up there. So something called, when you're allowed to exist on the same continent as the United States of America, protecting you with a nuclear shield around you, you're polite and you support us when we've been attacked on our own soil.
Let me just remind everybody.
They violated that protocol. They need us. They better hope the United States doesn't roll over one night and crush them. They are lucky we allow them to exist on the same continent.
Amazing here, the arrogance of some people on the right, and saying we allow them to be on the same continent as we are. We allow them to be.
Lucky.
Yeah, that's right. It's very nice of you to allow Canada to be our neighbor. You know, it's called geography. We don't really have a choice. We have to live in a global community.
Taken them over.
Wait. We could have taken them over? Is that what you want?
Yeah, but no. All I want is the western portion, the ski areas, the cowboys, and the right-wingers.
You know, Ann, you make great. I gotta admit, Ann, you make great copy. You say things which get quoted.
No, it's
They're very funny. They're very entertaining.
It's true. Look at Canada.
That's the height of arrogance.
They don't even need to have an army because they are protected because they are on the same continent with the United States of America. If we were not the United States of America, Canada would, their trading partner. We keep their economy.
We're the number one trading partner. We do more than $1 billion of business a day. And not only that, 85% of Canada's exports go to this country, and they're also our top external source of energy. We need each other.
And you know what else? It's one of the countries that we actually get along with pretty well.
Right.
You know, it helps both of us.
We did.
No, it helps. It continues. It helps both of us. We share a lot of culture and a lot of interest. Why do we want to have to ridicule them and be deeply offended if they disagree with us on
something else I want to point out.
They speak French.
There's something else I want to point out about the French, because it's very fashionable again on your side to denounce the French.
We like the English-speaking Canadians.
Is it?
Without the U.S., Canada is essentially Honduras, but, colder and much less interesting. And I think that makes Canadians, the dependence that Canada has on the United States makes Canadians, understandably, resentful.
Carol and Parrish, those are fighting words.
Oh, Tucker, you're way out to lunch on this one, my friend. Most of the top 6 things you buy from us are raw materials, hydro, gas, oil. You need us more than we need you.
We exploit your natural resources, that's true. But in the end, Canadians with ambition move to the United States. That's been the trend for decades. That says something not very good about Canada. And I think it makes Canadians feel bad about themselves.
No,
and I understand that.
I don't.
Again, just to restate a pretty obvious point that I know is foremost in your mind, Ms. Parrish, Canada needs the United States. The United States does not need Canada. But you can say that. But I think if Canada were responsible for its own security, you'd be invaded by Norway if it weren't for the United States.
Well, we're a very secure nation because we haven't ticked off the rest of the world. We march with the world. We're not out of step.
No, absolutely. The countries will remain allies, and there will always be politicians who see it to their benefit to stomp on Bush dolls. But no, I don't think the average Canadian feels it. Well, the average Canadian is busy dog sledding. You know that.
A lot of
that's such a caricature, and you have to understand from this lowly backbencher that shouldn't even be on your show. I am of total insignificance within my own party and within the country. You are sure putting up a lot of fuss and putting a lot of attention on this. It shows a very weak ego, in my opinion. I think if you're as strong as you say you are, anything I've got to say can't hurt you.
I will point out to our viewers as well as to Carol and Parrish that Tucker Carlson often speaks with tongue in cheek. Is that a fair assessment, Tucker? Just want to make sure our viewers don't literally believe every word that you're saying.
Well, I don't think every Canadian is dog sledding at all times, but I do think there's a lot of dog sledding in Canada. Yeah, I do think that's true.
You know
that's true, Carolyn. There's curling too, but there's a lot of dog sledding.
No, there's not a lot of dog sledding. There's a lot of dog walking, my friend, not a lot of dog sledding.
Welcome to our century.